Namaskar. Welcome to National Institute of Food Technology, Entrepreneurship and Management, popularly known as NIFTEM-Tanjavur, coming under the Ministry of Food Processing Industries, Government of India. I take this opportunity to invite all student community across India to take food technology as their career option in this prestigious institute. I also welcome all the stakeholders, especially food entrepreneurs, to use the facilities available in this institute to leverage their business. Thank you. Jai Hind. I you can start, Sinija.
Okay, sir. Priya, please.
Yes, ma'am. A very good morning to one and all. The most respected chief guest, Dr. J. Dinakar Adiga, Director ICR, Director of Cashew Research, Puttur, Karnataka, and our Honorable Director, Sir, of NIFTEM Tanjavur, Dr. V. Palanimuthu, Sir, distinguished guest and speakers for technical session. Ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant morning to all. With immense pleasure, I would like to share that today's webinar is on cashew processing and value addition has been organized under the banner of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, promoting the Atmanirbhar Bharat as a part of PMFME scheme. May I now invite Dr. Via Sinija Madam, Professor and Head, PMFME Coordinator of NIFTEM Tanjavur for the welcome address, please.
Thank you, Priya. Most respected chief guest, Dr. Dinagar Adika, Director, ICR, Directorate of Cashew Research, Puttur, Karnataka. Our Honorable and beloved Director of NIFTEM Tanjavur, Professor V. Palanimuthu, sir. Faculties, Director in charge of NIFTEM Tanjavur, Dr. Lognathan, sir. And all the reputed eminent speakers from various organizations as well as industries and dear participants. Very pleasant morning to all. Today we are hosting the 30th webinar under PMFME scheme, and we all aware that this scheme was launched in the year 2020 by our Ministry of Food Processing Industries in collaboration with the state as well as the union territory governments. to upgrade the micro food processing enterprises scattered across our country. And after seeing the progress of the scheme, it has been extended for 1 more year. Though initially it was planned for 5 years, now it is extended 1 more year. And NIFTEM-T is playing a very pivotal role in implementation of this scheme, especially in the capacity building activities. And we are organizing various levels of training programs for the master trainers, district level trainers, as well as the beneficiaries also. Apart from that, for the benefit of the general public, we are organizing this type of webinars. And today we are covering the cashew nut processing and value addition. And cashew nut is known as even the wonder nut because it is equally important economically as well as based on its health benefit also. So I'm not going into the details of that one because we are having very eminent speakers who had worked many years on this particular crop. So they will be explaining all the details about the processing, value addition, then what are the future scopes in this sector. And apart from that, we are also having speakers for discussing about the marketing and branding opportunities and also how to prepare a DPR, what are the options for getting the financial assistance for starting an enterprises. All these are we are incorporating in this webinar. So with this brief introduction, let me now come to my duty. So we are having a very apt person as the chief guest for today's webinar, Dr. Adiga. He is the director of this Cashew Research Directorate. And on a short notice only, we have invited sir, our director sir invited Adiga sir, but sir accepted immediately. So thank you very much, sir, for accepting our invitation. And on behalf of our director and entire NIFTEM-T family, and also on behalf of all the participants, extend a very warm welcome to you, sir. Welcome
Thank you.
sir. And next, I would like to welcome our beloved director, sir. Sir is already in Delhi attending the parliamentary committee meeting, but still, sir joined online through his phone. So thank you very much, sir, for supporting us in all possible ways. And on behalf of the entire NIFTEM-T family and also on behalf of all the participants, extend a very warm welcome to you, sir, for this inaugural function. Then next, I would like to extend a warm welcome to our eminent speakers. They are very eminent speakers in this area who are having very good expertise. So thank you all for accepting our invitation. And on behalf of entire NIFTEM-T family, I extend a very hearty welcome to all our eminent speakers. And next, I would like to extend a very sincere welcome to our dear participants. This time also our registration crossed 3,200 for this webinar also. And they will be joining now. So you are supporting us very much for organizing this type of webinars. So on behalf of director and the entire NIFTEM-T family, welcome you all for this inaugural session of this webinar. And also, I would like to extend a hearty welcome to all our deans, director in charge, registrar, and faculty members, and the staff and students of NIFTEM-T. Hope that this webinar will help you to understand the details of this cashew nut processing, and also it will help the budding entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs to start their industry, and they will get enlightened by the speeches of our eminent speakers. So once again, welcoming you all. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am. May I now invite for today's program our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. J. Dinakar Adiga, Director ICR, Director of Cashew Research, Puttur, Karnataka. He obtained his doctoral degree in horticulture in 1997 from US Bangalore. He is presently working as a director and project coordinator of AICRP on Cashew, ICR Directorate of Cashew Research, Puttur. Recently, two of the cashew hybrids, Nithra Jumbo 1 and Nithra Ganga, were dedicated to the nation by the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji. He worked on projects like genetic improvement of cashews, root stock studies in cashew, effect of palcobutrazole in cashew, and performance of high-yielding varieties under different high-density planting system in cashews. As a PI of project on genetic improvement of cashew, he identified first jumbo nut cashew hybrid of the country and generated many interspecific hybrid progenics. He handled more than 10 research projects on various aspects of horticulture, published 4 textbooks and more than 100 research articles, developed 15 technologies in various horticulture crops, and obtained 14 copyrights. He is involved in releasing 3 jumbo nut cashew hybrids and dual-purpose cashew variety. In recognition of his contribution, he received Professor P.B. Bartle Memorial Fruit Science Award, SCSR Agronomist Award, Scare Science Environmentalist Award, and Accomplished Research Award. He is presently a member of national level subgroup on cashew for revised weather-based crop insurance scheme of Government of India. He is a fellow of International Society of Non-Science and a life member of many prestigious societies related to the horticulture. Thank you very much, sir, for accepting our invitation and being with us in the program. May I request, sir, for the inaugural address and guidance. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Very good morning to all of you. Director NIFTEM Tanjavur, Professor Padanimattu Sahab, I thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to address the participants over here. A national webinar on cashew processing and value addition under a PM-FME scheme. I'm very happy to note that NIFTEM Tanjavur is conducting a lot of programs, seminars on PM-FME for developing entrepreneurs. This contribution is highly significant to note. And as today's program, that's cashew processing and value addition, has been aptly conducted at the right time and for the right kind of audience. So as you all know, India was once upon a time a leader in cashew production, processing and export. Now its position is slowly going down with respect to production and export. Why it's happening? Because cashew was introduced way back in 16th centuries in India, whereas its competitor Vietnam, the cashew was introduced 2 centuries later, somewhere in the 18th century. And within a short span of time, Vietnam has overtaken India with respect to productivity of cashew. So now look at the scenario of processing industry and how production is related to processing. So we have around 4,000 cashew processing industries in India, which has a capacity to produce around 17 lakh tons of cashew. But our production is hardly 7.4 lakh tons or 7.52 lakh tons from an area of 11.5 lakh hectares. But this production is not at all sufficient for our industries. So they have to import nearly 10 lakh tons from other countries, mainly the African countries. So what is happening in Africa? Now, Ivory Coast is the largest producer of cashew now. And recently, Cambodia has overtaken India as the second largest producer of cashew. Earlier, India was the second largest producer. Now, Cambodia has recently, that's the latest statistics, 1 lakh tons more than India they are producing now. And these are the major challenges for Indian cashew industries. And with coming to processing, as I said, there are about 4,000 cashew processing industries, which employs about 1 million employees. Mainly the women employees are supported by this cashew processing industries. Now they are facing the crunch of supply of raw nuts, quality raw nuts. So what is happening now in African countries? They are now establishing their own processing industries with the help from different countries, neighboring countries who import the kernels from Africa and other countries. And in this scenario, the export of raw nuts from Africa to India will greatly diminish. Hence, the processors will face a severe constraint of raw nut supply. Given this condition, it's our imperative objective to see that the cashew production in India will enhance. Only when the production enhances in cashew, then processing industries can be ably supported. Otherwise, the large-scale industries are the main sufferers. The scaling of production also plays a role in cashew processing. So why the cost of production is less in Vietnam? Because they have gone for massive mechanization, very large scale mechanization. So the employee cost is greatly reduced by the introduction of machines, fully automated machines. That's why they can process cashew say at around 7 to 8 rupees a kilo. But whereas under Indian conditions, our cost of production of a kernel, the cost itself will be around 20 to 25 rupees. And given this condition, under such circumstances, the export price will definitely go up when we plan to export from India. So, but luckily, we have a blessing in disguise. That's internal consumption. We have to note here that India is the largest consumer of cashew in the world. Nearly 35% of the kernels produced in India are consumed by Indians. Nowhere in other countries there is a demand for splits and pieces, but whereas in India, a lot of demand for splits and pieces, especially during the functions and during the festive seasons for preparing sweets. We compromise with any grade, like even the splits and pieces will become handy. Whereas the other importing countries, they are very particular about wholes. So under these circumstances, the processing industries have an immense scope in India, especially the micro scale industries, micro level, the small scale processing industries. They can find a cluster of farmers around their industry and make a tie up with them and procure the nuts from them and see to it that their production will run for nearly 10 months in a year, 9 to 10 months in a year. So that will be a very sustainable model. Now coming to the aspect of value addition. As you all know, 1 kg of cashew nut produces about 8 to 10 kg of cashew apple. So right now, all those cashew apples are going as a waste, except in a state like Goa, wherein those apples are utilized for preparation of feni, that's an alcoholic beverage, and to some extent in Kerala, wherein value-added products like nectars, jam, jelly, ketchups, and pickles are prepared. But if you apprise a farmer that there is a value for cashew apple, and along with the processing industry, processing of the nuts, if you can encourage the farmer to process his apples, process the apples produced by them, definitely that will be an additional income from him. Say if 1 kg of raw nut, if it costs around 100 rupees, it will produce around 8 to 10 kg of apples. And if you sell those apples or if you add value to the apples, to see that each kg of apple gets around 5 rupees, then there will be additional revenue of 50 rupees per kilo of raw nut produced. There are various technologies available with the DCR and Kerala Agricultural University and BSKV with the Poly. They have standardized the methodology, standardized the technology, which are commercially viable for adding value to cashew apples. In DCR also, we have recently come up with several technologies, even including cashew apple powder based cookies, cashew kernel sprout cookies, and even technology for production of cashew apple pomace powder. And we also have a technology for storing cashew pulp for a period of 10 to 11 months under deep freezers. Under my request for all the participants is that try to get the maximum from the resource persons who deliver the talks today, and there are a lot of things, and especially the micro scale factories are prospering these days. Even around Puttur also we have got success stories, and per kilo of nut you can add value up to 40 rupees by processing. If you are getting 100 rupees per kilo of raw nut, and if you process the raw nut and sell it in the form of kernel, you can definitely expect additional revenue of 40 rupees. And if you are coating those kernels, there will be further addition. See, 1 kg of raw nuts cost 100 rupees, whereas 1 kg of kernel costs now around 900 to 1000 rupees. So to produce 1 kg of a kernel, you need around 4 to 5 kilos of raw nuts. So instead of 500, you will be getting additional revenue there. And if you coat those kernels with masala coated or chili coated, 100 gram of these coated kernels will be sold at 150 rupees. So per kilo will be 1500 rupees. So where is 900 rupees, where is 1500 rupees? That is value addition. So the simple techniques to add value to the kernels or apples, if you can learn the techniques properly, if you can understand them, definitely you can be a successful entrepreneur. And I hope the topics will cover all these aspects today. And I congratulate the director NIFTEM and all the staff of NIFTEM for organizing a national webinar on cashew processing value addition, and hope that the participants will be enriched with knowledge and they will come up as entrepreneurs and will be a successful entrepreneurs in days to come. Thank you, and I wish the event a grand success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Now I would like to introduce our Honorable Director, Dr. V. Palanimuthu, sir, to you all. He specializes in post-harvest processing and food engineering and holds a PhD degree from IIT Kharagpur.
Priya,
Yes, yes ma'am.
memento.
Moment, yes, ma'am. Now I request Director, sir, to kindly facilitate the memento to sir as a token of gratitude.
Video content. Sir, this is your memento, sir. We will send it by post to you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to introduce our Honorable Director, sir, Dr. V. Palanimuthu, sir, to you all. He specializes in post-harvest processing and food processing and holds a PhD degree from IIT Kharagpur. His research area include the design and development of new agro processing machineries and post-harvest processing of agro produce. As a scheme head of ICAR and AICP Post-Harvest Engineering and Technology, he created well-equipped laboratories for the food product development, food analysis, grain processing, and wet food and fruits and vegetables, milk, honey processing. He has a patent on a process for manufacture enriched instant rice, developed 16 prototypes, machinery, gadgets that are commercialized through NRCDC by the US Bangalore, and developed 9 value-added product technologies that are recommended for commercialization and authorized 3 books, published 77 full-length research papers in reputed journals, and 19 popular articles in addition to delivering several talks on different platforms. In recognition of his contributions, he received the ICR Best Teacher Award for the year 2014 to 15 from US Bangalore and the BioVet Fellowship Award 2009 by the BioVet Society, Allahabad, and many more. He served as a member in various high-level committees and many more. May I now direct us, sir, for the presidential address, please. Thank you, sir.
Namaskaram, Dr. Adiga, my friend for a long time. And
Thank you, sir.
thank you very much, sir. Namaskara.
Namaskara,
I'm very
namaskara.
happy. I'm very happy you agreed to be the chief guest, though it was a very short notice. And we have other speakers also, Dr. Balasubramaniam, Dr. Ira Dasappa, and many other speakers from APIDA, FSSI, and other agencies, PHG, Krishnamal. And I'm happy and congratulate PMFE team for organizing a timely webinar. No, normally our webinars are extensively attended by people all over India, participants. They expect very quality talks. That's what we do. We conduct actually offline training also. Apart from this, nowadays every monthly we conduct on special topics, and we have a wonderful speech by our respected director ICR DCR Puttur, Dr. Adiga. He covered almost all the entire gamut of cashew processing. For my part, even though my data slightly may vary, he quoted about 11 lakh hectares. I have a figure about 0.7 million hectares only from India, and 0.8 million tons of production. And our market is about $2.18 billion US dollars last year. And we are growing at CAGR rate at 9.33%. And we export, our last report says that we exported $0.47 billion worth of cashew product and earning a very valuable foreign exchange. And as Dr. Adiga told, there are 15 lakh people who are dependent on cashew processing. This is a huge number, and the cashew industry gives a ample opportunity for giving employment to our large population. And for our part, our ministry has introduced, you all of you know, PMFE scheme in under Atmanirbhar Bharat, and ODOP schemes we sanctioned to many states, and identifying different districts, different products. Though now ODOP's concept has gone, we give ministry has gives to different, anybody can process anything from any district. Earlier ODOP, we apart from the major producing states, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Goa, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu, ODOPs were actually sanctioned to those states who are emerging, like Andhra Pradesh, Meghalaya, Assam, Chhattisgarh, and of course Tamil Nadu also got a ODOP project, which is about 2.5 crores worth. Facilities were created. What I could say in this during this meeting, this webinar, and we produce, yes, cashew. We are shortage of production. Productivity has to give and improve tremendously. We have plenty of varieties. These varieties, they are doing very well elsewhere in many places. But somehow we are not taking care of the plants, the trees very well. That we are not taking care of our gardens very well. That is the reason productivity probably is low, and our processing industry is the role model for throughout the industry, throughout the world. They have taken technology from here. They are outbeating us in the same technology. Vietnam, for example, Sri Lanka and all. And we have now many machineries have come for cashew processing. Even a small household, they can process about 80 kg, 2 people. Such machineries are available. Dr. Balasubramaniam will cover all those things. And cashew shell liquor is one of the important byproduct that is also extensively used. They will cover all these things. There is a compound in the cashew shell, I think epsaic acid. I just forgot the name. Is actually goes for anti-cancer drug, and it is very
Anacardic acid.
expensive.
Yeah.
Huh?
Anacardic
Yeah.
acid.
Anacardic acid, correct. Correct.
Yeah.
Anacardic acid. This goes to this 10,000 pounds a kg of this anacardic acid, which is, there are some technologies have come up during in an NIIP project where I am part of it, including our DCR Puttur and Cashew Export Promotion Council from Kollam. And that technology, of course, our Dr. Poti is no more. And that technology was developed, and that somehow that has not come to the fore. And hopefully it will be it will come it will generate a lot of income for cashew farmers. Now current rate, what he was quoting, 22 rupees, it seems to be higher for international standards, but 22 rupees, 20 or 25 rupees is not that high. As far as when you process and you get much more from that, farmers has to be paid well. Yeah, unless we do that, productivity will not go up. And we have very eminent speakers. With this, I congratulate once again PMFE scheme, Dr. Sinija and her team for timely organizing this seminar, and thank all all those eminent speakers who are going to deliver their talks. And thank you very much, Dr. Adiga. No, DCR Puttur, we need some support because we are trying to help some tribal farmers in Tamil Nadu near Salem for cashew processing. I hope we will be in touch a bit later. Only 15 days back
Definitely,
I
sir.
visited
Yes.
that place, Pachamalai, and the DFO wanted to have some facility there. Otherwise, all the kernels are no, nuts are sent outside, sold to the third parties. We will certainly come back. With this, I have to go for go to airport to catch my flight. Thank you very much. I'll just leave. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I would like to invite Dr. S. Palya, Associate Professor, Food Process Technology in NIFTEM-T for formal word of thanks. Please, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone. It is my immense pleasure to deliver vote of thanks in this inaugural session on cashew processing and value addition. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Dinakar Adika, Director, Directorate of Cashew Research, ICAR, for accepting to be the chief guest today and for delivering this his invaluable thoughts and ideas on cashew processing. Thank you very much, sir. Next, I would like to thank our director, sir, and director of NIFTEM-T for the presidential address. Sir, your thoughts were so valuable, and we would always like to have your support in the organization of the program. Next, I wish to thank Dr. Sinija Madam, Professor NIFTEM-T, and PMFME coordinator for the welcome address and the support that you have provided for the conference, Madam. And next, I would like to thank all the speakers who have accepted to participate in the program. And I would like to thank all the participants and the beneficiaries who are attending the seminar today. Finally, I would like to thank our PMFME cell team and IT department in NIFTEM-T for the successful organization and conduct of the program. Thank you very much. Thank you, please.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the very good vote of thanks. We are now proceeding towards our first technical session, that is on industry perspective on cashew processing and value addition. Dear participants, if you have any question during the presentation, please type them in the chat box. We will bring them after the end of the session. Now, without further delay, we will proceed to the first technical session on cashew processing and value addition. For this session, we have with us Srimati Shobna Kumar, Regional Head, Chennai EPIDA for the future of the cashew industry and export opportunities. I welcome you, ma'am. I would quickly introduce ma'am to